How you doing? Welcome, American Defender. I got another Wish review coming your way right now. I'm going to review this reel here, and I've actually got it spooled up with some 60-pound test braid that I got from Wish as well. This is the reel in question right here. As you can see, I've got it mounted to my Classic 200 series from Bass Pro. I've kind of beat it up. If anybody ever was wondering what this Classic 200 series, if the blank goes all the way through, yes it does. It's right there. I ticked me off. It might be a cheapo rod, but they'd be mad that I chipped that off. Oh well. The reel I got from Wish, and that's what we're talking about. And there's look at that. That wood handle looks really good. It's a good looking reel. It's the model number on it is the DK3000. These are all over Wish and all over Geek. They are Chinese reel. They are a Chinese knockoff of an okuma. They look a lot like an okuma. They have the same features as an okuma. And I fished this one. As you can tell, I have it mounted up, and I've taken it out carp fishing and ran it up against some huge grass carp. It did great. So let's go over some features of it that I like. Then that handle on there. That's really a good looking handle, and I like the fact that it folds. So it can fold up for storage if need be. It has reverse on it. Put this back over here. Okay, so it has reverse, as you see there. You can fold this handle up like that for flat storage. I like that. It's got a good feel to it, a good look to it. I like the switch. It's got 11 ball bearings. The switch to go for the reverse and the anti-reverse is just very smooth. The reel itself is super smooth, super smooth. It feels like an okuma when you're reeling it. It has that smoothness to it. The drag on it, surprisingly, the drag on this can go really heavy. It can get really, really heavy on it. I'll show you here. I'll just crank her on down. There we go. We're cranked all the way down there. And as you can see here, it's probably got a good 25 to 30 pounds of drag sitting there. And it's a 3000 series reel. They make these reels in a 1000 up to 9000 series reel. Now, a little story when I ordered this one. I ordered this thinking it was a 7000, and then after I got done ordering it, I realized it was a 3000. I wanted a 7. So I paid $17 for this reel on Wish. And I paid $1 for the 300 meters, 100 meters of 60-pound test braid. So for under 20 bucks, I got my line and I got my reel. I haven't had any issues with it. I have kind of beat on it a little bit, as you can maybe tell on the back there. I got some scratches and scuffs. I fished the canals with it, so it's a kind of a hostile area that I fish in as far as the conditions of your reels, what it does to your reels. It does have the little line rest right here. So if you want to take it off and you want a place to put your tag for your line, you can just slip it up under there. The construction of it, the spool is all aluminum. The entire reel itself is cast aluminum. The other thing that I liked about it was the bail right here is thick. Look at that. That is thick. It is very thick, very heavy duty. The line seems to just glide over the oversized line guide right here. It just glides right over with no issues. I think it's a good reel. Let's go ahead and take a look at the foot here. I liked how long the foot was on it too. That was the other thing. I liked the foot. So the foot has that classic offset on it, where the bottom half is longer than the top. I like that. A lot of reels today don't have that. I'm noticing that they're just equal, and I like it when the bottom is a little bit longer because that's the way it should be. Uh, it fits on my rod here just right. It feels good in the hand. It's really light. It's a light reel for being a 3000 series. Again, I love that handle, a zebra wood or whatever that is handle. It's a real wood handle. It's out far, and if I want to, I can unthread it here. And I can take it off, and I can exchange handles. It's really cool. It's got a ball bearing even in the handle. See that? It's got a ball bearing in the handle. It's a decent reel, guys. It's a decent reel. There's not a whole lot to say about it. Is it worth the money? Yeah. Um, I don't foresee this being a bad reel. I don't foresee this being a reel that's going to break on me. If it was going to break, I would have broken it already because I was getting into some 40 and mid 30-pound carp with it, and it was just reeling them in. It wasn't struggling. I was actually having more trouble with my hooks than anything. They would hit it, and I would set the hook, and they would just break the hooks. They would just snap the hooks. Um, and that was mostly because I believe I had the drag set on this just a little too heavy, so they'd hit it, boom, hard. The drag on this was just like, you ain't going, you know. And that's a 35, 40-pound fish, and it was having a hard time up against the drag on a 3000 series reel. That's pretty good, if you ask me. And the hooks were just snapping. It wasn't that they were just bending. A few of them bent. I was using some eagle claw hooks on that bent. And eagle claws aren't the best hooks at all. They're cheap junk, really. They'll get the job done. They're better than some, but they're that entry level hook. But I was even using some of their laser edge hooks. They were snapping those. They were snapping some of my mustads and my gamakatsus. They were just snapping hooks. These are some big grass carp in the canal we have here. They're a lot of fun to catch. The reel handled it. I've probably pulled in about 25 or 30 of those in that size range already on this reel and rod setup. And I didn't get any kind of problem with the reel or with the rod, with the line. One thing with the line I will tell you that I did notice that if you tie your knots wrong, it did have, in some instances, it has the want to snap easier with certain knots. I was using my surgeon's loop that I usually use, and it didn't seem to work too well with this Chinese line, so I just went back to just tying regular end over end knots, just plain old knot, just tying 3 or 4 of them in a row up in like a chain, and it did fine with that. So I also tried the trilene knot, which I also know as the fisherman's knot, and that would just slip out. So I just went to regular knots, just tying 4 or 5 of them, and it did great. But the reel did great. I loved the way it felt and the leverage. See there, the reel's not moving. It's the actual line on the spool that's moving. I need to retie it on there. I don't think I have it tied on correctly. But I just love the way it feels. It's not real close, so you're not smacking your knuckles up on the bail. It's got you out far enough. It takes a little bit of time to get used to this short little handle because most reels you were used to today, A, they have a really flat grip here, and B, it's a little bit longer. So this is kind of tiny here, but you get enough of a grip to really get that in your hand and get your knuckles wrapped around that sucker. So if you're really cranking, you can get on it. And I didn't have any issues either with this collapsing on me while I was reeling it. It's spring loaded and it's very smooth. It goes right in and out, no problems. And when it's in, as you can see, it's in. You can change sides as you can with most spinning reels, or most open face spinning reels. You can change sides just by removing the screw and popping them around. Um, Guys, I think all in all, this one on Wish, the DK series reels, I think they're decent. This one, I've put it through its paces. I've ran it through a couple of trips already, and it has not let me down. So this one gets 2 thumbs up. It's a good reel. It's better than some of the cheap stuff you'll get at Walmart. Is it Okuma quality? Probably not, but it's close. And for the money, it's definitely worth it, and you won't be upset by it. So there it is, the DK 3000 from Wish. It's a good reel. Again, this is the classic 200 rod from Bass Pro. It's what I have it set up on. It's just your basic spinning rod. It's their cheapest rod that they have because, cheap reel, cheap rod. That's my thinking with it. I originally had my quantum iron on here, and I just decided, I'm going to take that off and save it for later. And I ended up putting that on my wife's tiger rod. So now I have this on here. And it's just, overall, it's very comfortable. And you get a lot of room, as you can see there. The stem here of the reel is out very far, so you've got a lot of room going here. It's very comfortable, and I just can't say enough good things about it. So there it is, guys. DK3000 series reel from Wish. Check it out if you can get your hands on one. Do it. Shipping wise, I got it within 2 weeks, so it wasn't that bad. So there you go, guys. There's another Wish review. That one's a positive one. My last one sucked. I'm actually currently fixing that pen rod and reel right now. I've got some epoxy glue and stuff back together, so we'll revisit that one later on down the road. And we're out of here, guys. Like, rate, subscribe. Keep your lines in the water and your eyes on the target. I'll see you on the flip. God bless you.